Guys, I want to talk a little bit about volume eating and how two different sizes of meals may not exactly equate to the calorie requirements or the calorie targets that you think they might. So I've had this conversation a fair bit the past couple of days talking about it with the meal prep company, how our meals have more volume with the same amount of calories as other companies do. So I want to explain this a bit better because it's important when we're talking about a calorie deficit, the actual size of the meal, so the volume approach compared to the calories, all right? So for example here, we have meal one. This is 300 grams in total weight, 600 calories. Meal two is 600 grams in weight, 600 calories. So this has an extra 300 grams in actual total size. Now, people are gonna look at meal one because it's lighter to have less calories, and that meal two is heavier, so it's gonna have more calories, which is not true. So let's look at meal one. When we're talking about a calorie deficit, all right, we are aiming to consume less than what our body needs. Now, what happens from that is our hunger can be increased, which is always gonna be a little bit tricky when we're in that dieting phase because we're gonna crave more foods. So eating this meal compared to the 600 gram meal, which is double the size, you're possibly gonna be left a little bit hungrier with this meal. So we try to go for more volume-based approach meals, okay? Now that may include more complex carbohydrates, more veggies, more fiber to actually increase how full we feel. In turn, possibly bringing our hunger down post the meal. So when we're in that deficit, if we're going for them lower volume meals, thinking that they're gonna be healthier, what in turn will happen, you'll be craving more food after you have this meal. So when you're still hungry, you still wanna get more calories in. You're gonna nitpick, you're gonna probably have a little snack here of this and that. And before you know it, you're up 300-400 calories on top of this 600 calorie meal. Whereas we have the 600 gram meal, 600 calories. We feel full after, we may still have a bit of hunger, but it's a part of the calorie deficit, right? And it's gonna make sure that it's helping us stick to our calorie target. So when you hold these two, one's heavier, one's lighter, it does not equate to one having more calories than the other. It's simply the total weight of that, okay? So when we're in our fat loss phase, we're thinking more volume-based foods, things that may be heavier in weight, but not more in calories.